welcome to the Relishing Dead podcast, where we devour everything in the TWD universe and beyond. I'm Dawn.
You're Eliza.
Oh, I'm Eliza.
I'm Carol.
I'm Barb.
And tonight, and we're glad to have Carol back. We missed her last week.
I missed you guys too.
Yeah, it's very glad she's back.
Yes, and we have a special guest tonight, one of our Patreons, Melissa Gilbert, and she's going to talk about her favorite TWD episode, Say Yes, which is season 7, episode 12. Hi, Melissa.
Hello. hello, everybody.
Hey, Boosh.
Hi.
So you're working? You're at the hospital tonight?
Yes, I'm at the hospital working all night long.
There you go. There you go.
But I love it, so.
Good.
How long have you been working there now?
I love it. Probably about 3 or 4 months, if not longer. And
Very cool.
on the 28th,
Seems
I
longer.
should find out if I'll be full time. I know it does. It seems like forever, but yeah, and I'm fixing to move to full time, so then I get my benefits. So I'm excited.
Yay!
I'm really
Super proud,
Awesome.
Boosh.
Very cool. Very cool.
So, Melissa, why did you pick this episode?
Is there a lag?
Is there
Did you hear, Boosh?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a lag, but
Okay.
yeah. I think the reason why I chose this one, it's a lot of Rick and Michonne, and it goes back to, I don't know, that fair, it kind of has that feeling too, like, when you see Rick and he like goes into that crowd, and then it's like, oh man, it's like, is he gonna be like a Glenn? I mean, what happens? So I did not want that, and I did not want him to die that soon. That was too soon.
Yes.
So
Yeah, and you get a lot of close-ups of Rick anyway in this
Interesting.
episode.
And I did pick my scavenger hunt from your
so
episode.
it was good.
week, so that made it fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I enjoyed it
Yeah.
going back and watching, because just seeing the dynamic, the build between them.
Yeah, I don't care about Rick and
Yes.
Michonne. I'll be honest with
And
you.
and
It's
I
all
was
about,
trying to
it's
think
all
of-
about Rick.
I love you, Carol.
So, well, I want to know why do y'all not? Why
Where's Rick?
y'all hate on Michonne?
I don't like Michonne.
I don't either.
No.
We're gonna get hate mail now.
Who did, aside from you three, who did he need to be with?
I would have liked to have
Me.
seen him with Andrea or me.
Yeah.
I said beside you three.
I would have made a guest appearance.
Jesse
just
would
to
have been a
be in
good
that
one.
shot. Who?
No, because they would have had Sam.
Jesse
and
would have been a
Sam-
good one, I think.
No, he was gone. He could have saved her.
Oh,
Like,
well,
let
that's
Sam
true.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would have liked to. He needed to be. I would have liked to have seen him with Andrea.
Yep, I'm
on-
with you.
I
following
agree.
the comic
Yeah.
book line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that Michonne got too soft after she got with Rick. And because of that, she wasn't as badass as she used to be.
Yeah,
And
she
you
gets
kinda
all sweet with him and some of those, like,
Yeah.
she gets all like, ooh, like,
Yeah,
that's
and
not
you
her.
see that. You see that happen in
Very-
this episode.
Yep. All the time. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, but if he ain't with me, then he needs to be with one of my sister wives. That's all I'm saying. Well, she ain't one of my sister wives. So hello.
Well, I will
Yeah.
say that one
it was
scene
just-
where she thought he was getting eaten, and she just kind of like dropped the sword. Instead of like, if that had been me, I would have been all up in them, killing them and trying to get them off of him regardless, and she just kind of like, whatever, gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she runs into his arms with the freaking sword pointed at him. Like, oh, wait.
She impales him and kills him herself.
Hey, Ben.
Benny. Hi, Benny. I hope you're feeling better, babe.
Yes, get better,
We love
Benny.
you, Ben. And
We
miss
love you, Benny. Yes, Aaron, we're live on a Thursday. The holidays messed up our schedule, so we're doing the best that we can, and we'll probably be back on schedule next week. So,
Well,
but thanks
what
for
I
sharing.
took, sorry. What I took
No.
from this episode is where Rick was talking to Michonne in the van there at the end. I felt like they were preparing us for Rick to be gone, like for the ones that live and the things that he was saying to her. And also watching his struggle through the episode of where he felt guilty of Glenn's death.
Yeah.
He really was, and that pushed him to want to fight because he said he couldn't save Glenn and he was up at night over that.
Mhm.
And I like that made him push to go fight.
Yeah.
What I really liked about that acting that he did in that one particular scene is you actually saw tears in his eyes. I mean, like his eyes were
What I-
welling up.
Yeah, I agree. So do
So
we want to?
What I didn't
It's just like-
understand was for what I didn't understand was he kept saying a couple more days, a couple more days, a couple more days. Why didn't he want to get back to the kids?
Because they
He
were
wanted
having
to be with Michonne.
Yeah.
He
He just
wanted the time alone with Michonne. He enjoyed that.
there's been one point, there was one trip I took with somebody one time in my life, and I was the same way. It was like, I don't want to go back to reality. I want to stay right here with you.
Yep.
And that's what it was. It wasn't, I don't want to get back to the family and the kids and the responsibility.
Right.
I want more time alone with you.
And he tells her that in the episode. He says, I would have liked that
Yeah.
a few more days, I would have liked that. So, I mean, look how much sex they were having in the freaking van. So,
Let's just look at how much we saw naked Rick. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
And they get
All right, we want to get on these slides here.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this is kind of the beginning of the road trip. So I don't know if everybody knows this or not. I know that the girls know this, but that van is actually from the A-Team TV show.
Really?
Yeah, it's either a replica or it is the van. I don't know, but it is the exact replica of what they had on the A.
Well,
And
I
it
knew
was
that
hidden off of Crook Road, right?
Was it hidden off of Kirk Road?
yes.
I don't know
I
for
think
sure,
so.
but
Yeah.
what-
Yeah, Barb says yeah.
Yeah, when I did the studio tour, they had all the cars from the show in that field. And we actually got that little extra tour, so that was in there, yeah.
Gotcha.
I remember, somebody got their little camping set, their cups and stuff at the estate auction, and they were selling it like for $500 or $600 on eBay.
That's nuts.
that's
And now
crazy.
you're the proud owner of it, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm not. But Dawn was trying to get the sex blanket.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. I'm still trying to get those blue boxers. So here we have a gratuitous sex shot. Hello. Hot damn.
No.
Can we just take all that in and just appreciate it for a second?
Yeah. Him we can.
No, they right. Obviously, they didn't have safe sex.
No.
And
I guess they used the rhythm method.
Wow. Okay. All right. Next slide. We'll have to double back to that one for a second. We'll proceed. So this is the group that they come upon that's got the batteries and the Molotov cocktails.
The
I
Saviors.
always wonder,
Yeah.
was this part of Negan's group? Or was
Yeah, they're the
this somebody-
Saviors, because if you listen in the background, they're talking about Fat Joey.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And I think it even says that on one of the coolers, I think, too.
Yeah, it does.
I got
Yeah,
you.
they're
I was
Saviors.
thinking it was part of the governors, but
No, they're Fat Joey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I want him to look at me like that. Mercy. You're feeling me, aren't you, Don? Melissa, you guys are feeling it, right?
Y'all
Mm-hmm.
ain't right. Y'all ain't.
Yep. Smile, smile.
Oh, yeah. So they've had this conversation about just a few more days out or whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to keep going. And then we flash to Tara talking to Rosita. Rosita's picking the stitches off of her face. And I think Rosita is still a little raw about Abraham.
You could
Yeah, you
tell she
think?
was.
Yeah. And Tara is tormented about Oceanside because at this point she hasn't told anybody anything yet.
Yeah.
So,
I love her conversation with Judith.
yeah.
Oh, that was
No, that
sweet.
was so cute. It was so good and
sweet.
yeah, it was.
Yes.
It was perfect.
Too adorable.
We had full on conversation, just like she was going to
Uh-huh.
answer back.
Yeah. So I had to do a couple of shots of Tara for Benny. Benny, I hope you appreciate that from the ER.
Make him feel better.
Yeah. So Rick is asleep in the van and they keep going and they stop and Michonne sees a deer. And this is not the CGI bad deer. This is a pretty decent one.
Pretty.
Deer is what causes them to find the little carnival.
There.
So
And I don't
why
know
they-
if everybody in the comments realized that the same building there is the same place that Arat was killed at.
Yeah,
That's
and I was today years old when I learned that.
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
location tidbit for you guys.
Hmm.
They used that location twice.
That's very cool. I
Wow.
did not know that. And I've
And
been
then-
to that building.
Yeah. And then Dawn, me, and Destiny and Anissa went through it, and it's now a, what is it called? A pet sanctuary or something?
Yes.
Huh.
It's so sweet.
So that's where that pet sanctuary is. I didn't put two and two together when you guys were talking about it.
Well,
Uh-uh.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's in Gay, Georgia.
Okay.
Ah.
I don't know how she remembers all the towns.
So
Yeah, I didn't either.
that was
All right.
funny when they fell on the roof.
What
But that
Blue?
smile.
It was funny when they fell through the roof. That was
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and that was. I mean, that was just kind of like falling into the pot of the dragon's lair of all the gold. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They fell right into the right spot, too.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was pretty funny. That smile, you're
Was
right
good.
on.
Yeah, he's like smiling a little bit.
Yeah. I love this walker that's in the ticket booth. I just thought
Me
that was
too.
I love that walker. I just thought that was so cute.
I almost did
Damn,
that as my
that's what you call
scavenger
being
hunt.
damned to your job forever.
What'd you say, Dawn?
I said I almost did that as my scavenger hunt.
Oh,
Ticket-
I love
Take a
it.
booth.
that would have been a hard one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Look at that face over there on that one side. Like,
You don't know how much I hope you guys meet him one day.
oh, I'd love to.
You don't know how much I hope we meet him one day.
Because I think somebody needs to like forewarn him.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, I think we'll be like Carol when she met
Lee
Lee
Majors?
Majors. That will just stand there and be like,
Yeah. It's kind of like I carried a watermelon. I carried a
Yes.
watermelon.
No, what I'm going to do is if we ever meet Andrew Lincoln, I'm going to pull an Indiana Jones and I'm going to write "Love You" on my eyelids.
there you go. Yes.
That's the only way she'll get anything out.
That's the only verbiage that will come out of my mouth.
Well,
Barb
we
and
can
I will
also
be
wear
Barb and I
shirts.
will be walking behind y'all with mop buckets.
No, I'll be over there. I'll be over there having a full-on conversation with him.
Yes, she
Yeah,
would.
that's Barb.
She'd be like, look at these idiots.
These fools.
Oh, but he's so beautiful. Goodness have mercy.
And just so you guys know, MREs are very good because I worked for a company for 4 years that made those.
Yeah, I've had a couple of MREs. I have being around the Navy and being around some Marines and stuff. I've had. They're pretty good. Hey, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
They had a brisket one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
They
sure.
had it was a chili and cheese macaroni.
Chili and cheese and macaroni.
Together.
Together. That's right.
It was her
Yes.
favorite.
Okay. Again, I mean, this whole episode is just riddled with Rick shots. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful.
That's why Melissa picked it.
Of course. She's our sister wife.
Look at that.
Make it
Just like half.
Ah, I know. So this first picture is when they're trying to split up the walkers and figure out who's going to take how many, and blah blah blah. You know, and Michonne, of course, kicks ass like she normally does. I just look at the power on his face. He's just like, "Rah!"
That's funny. You're leaving me 8.
I'm sorry, but that scene where he pulled the foot off, that was just freaking hilarious.
You got this. Fantastic. I know.
And they just so happened to be a
anybody else-
sunroof in that
Hi,
car.
Destiny. Did anybody else get? Yeah. Did anybody else get the kind of tank feeling when he was climbing out of the top of this car?
Yeah.
Every time I see
Yeah.
an
Oh, yeah.
aerial shot like this with all the walkers and stuff grabbing onto a vehicle person, it always takes me back to the tank.
Yes.
Again, here's another thing. 2 things about this scene is, yeah, there's apparently a sunroof, so that was an easy get out. But the other thing was that guy, the walker that accidentally was shooting the gun, that he didn't hit Michonne, but it was like right near her feet. She
Yeah.
was out in the open,
Ah,
ducking her head like that's going to help.
right.
Jump in the back.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. So they get out of the car. All of that happens. They are over by the swings. They're back in the carnival now. They decide which way they're going to go. Michonne goes to the slide. He goes to the Ferris wheel. And then he sees the horrible CGI deer that Dawn loves so much. It's the whole reason that she loves to watch this episode is the CGI deer.
How much shit do you think the studios got over that?
Oh my God. I'm sure they got a bunch of shit off of that.
And of all the animals we've had on the show, why didn't somebody just say, I've got some deer that are trained and bring on a real damn deer?
A damn deer.
Maybe because it would scare them with all the walkers. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
Mhm.
Hello.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, not sorry. This is what happens when you put Carol in charge of slides and Rick is the main course of the episode.
What
My,
a
what a
view.
pole, my, what a pole you have.
This is what happens. I cannot be left unsupervised. I have told you ladies that. I don't know how many. I can't be left unsupervised. Oh, what I would not give to be
That
that
pole?
piece of steel right about now.
So
Mercy.
is that still in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Exactly. Oh
It's
my.
getting hot.
Where's
in
that
here.
pole at?
Oh.
Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't
So
right.
we're just gonna stay. We'll just stay on this slide for a second.
I'm gonna get y'all pajamas with this picture made, or underwear. No, I'll get you underwear.
Oh mercy, mercy.
We wear them all the time. Make sure you get a couple.
Right. So I want it to be said that after that slide, these are all Michonne. Okay. Can we just give me a little bit of credit? So yeah, so she sees him. She sees the walkers attack. She's thinking that the walkers are eating him when they're actually trying to eat the CGI deer, and she completely just blanks out.
She freezes. I wonder if she thought back though to, when she had her, what was it, husband and the baby and all that.
Oh, with Mike and with the guys and
Yeah.
back before it all started or when it all started.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got
I wonder if that was just like, oh no.
Good point, Melissa.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Like it's happening again. Yeah.
So she drops her katana, and now she is unarmed. But surprise!
Okay, so how far did she back? So this was a little bit choreography that confused me because he comes out of the box, right? And he sees her katana on the ground. So had she? But to me, I didn't feel like she backed up any when she dropped the katana.
She did.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she backed up a little bit because the walkers were coming towards her. They had left the deer and they were coming towards her.
Okay, because I was like, how did he get the katana when she dropped it in front of her?
Plus, he ran forward somewhat
Uh-huh.
too.
And
But
she
those-
I
grabs
want to
it.
know how he got in that box so quick.
Well, he
That's
pulled a
Rick
gun.
Grimes, Barb. It's Rick Grimes.
That's right. It's Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes can do anything.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, if Aaron can climb a pipe with one hand,
Yes.
Rick can climb into a box. Hello.
Okay. All right. Mm.
That's right.
Fabulous.
I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, so can I just have Andrew Lincoln hug me like this?
Mhm.
Yes, and grab my booty.
Thank you. Thank
Amen.
you.
Amen.
Amen, Rebecca. That's right. Amen.
Like I said, I'm just glad she didn't stab him.
Whew, I'm putting that energy out there, Dawn, for all of us. Oh, mercy.
Don't run with
I can bet
scissors.
it's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
Don't run with scissors.
Look at that for a second. Hello. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's be serious, ladies. Let's be professional. Come on. All right. Oh, so can we just see that the deer is no longer CGI'd
Yes.
Well,
in the ground? No
Mhm.
longer CGI'd. So this is right. That's what I said, Ben. Aaron can climb a pipe and tie a rope single-handed at the same time, and Rick Grimes can climb into a damn box.
he said that was
So-
a Boeing knot, though. You could do a
Wow.
Boeing knot.
Like I know what the hell a Boeing knot is. I don't know.
That's what he told us.
Right. I don't think even Ross knows what a Boeing knot is. So Michonne is obviously having a hard time, and Rick sees that she's having a hard time, so it's messing with him too.
Hmm. But I just wonder what she was thinking, though, right there. I mean, like,
Oh, I'm sure she was just going over it and over it and over it in her brain. You know, the character was, and that was
Our
you know,
clothes.
the motivation that she just almost lost him. And then they have that whole conversation about how you have to be able to lose people.
yeah.
And I just
So
wanted
let
to
me
just-
ask you a question, because you had kind of posed the theory, you guys, that he was maybe building to him leaving the show. So this is 7. What season does Carl die?
8.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew then. Do you, that he was going to be leaving?
He wanted
No.
to leave. He wanted to leave a lot earlier than what you think if you read
Oh, did
about
he?
it. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And the fact that they
okay.
killed Carl off just kind of was the catalyst for him to go ahead and go.
Yeah.
He gave him an
okay.
excuse.
See, I didn't realize that. I thought it was all because of what they did to Carl. Okay.
Now, he was saying that he actually wanted to die on the tree scene. There was a lot of times that he was wanting to be written off the show, and they kept talking him in, stay
Mhm.
longer, stay longer. And I think they were planting the seed in our head that it was coming, because they're writing a year
Okay.
ahead.
You're saying he wanted to die, Dawn, with Negan, the tree
Yeah.
scene? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had read somewhere that,
So
Yeah.
instead of Negan being hurt, it would have been him.
That would have sucked.
That would have sucked.
There's
So
two.
this is the title scene where Rick says, "Say yes." They bring all the guns and stuff that they find at the
Mhm.
carnival grounds, and Jada says it's not enough. Bring us more.
Do y'all not just think it's just? And at some point, I would love, if I ever get to meet Pollyanna again, I'd love to ask her, where did you come up with this way of speaking?
I
more
want to know
guns.
where she came up with this haircut.
yes.
It's
It's in the
Amish.
script. All in the
It's in the
script.
script. It's all in the script. I
But I
don't
just-
think
I
this
just-
haircut was in the script.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
I love her dialect, because obviously it's all for the heaps, because she's not that way when she joins the group. But I just would like to know what motivated Jadis to speak like this.
I think it's all a play, because I think she's working for the CRM.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah, that's a for sure.
Because I bet you when we see her and you're the ones who live, she's not going to be talking that way.
No, and
She's
she
not in
wasn't
World
she
Beyond.
wasn't talking like that in World Beyond.
No.
Mhm.
She was
or
back to
even when
normal.
she joined our people, there towards the end at the community. She didn't.
Yep.
Right.
As
I think
man.
it was all a play. Yeah.
Right. Oh, God,
Oh.
I forgot to tell you something.
he's so beautiful.
And
Anyway,
then it's just like,
I know. I love the episodes where it's all these close-ups of Rick. It's great.
mhm.
So yeah, so they get back
Like-
to Alexandria. I know. Tell me more. They get back to Alexandria, and of course, those of us who've been to Alexandria recognize the house behind and have been on the porch of the infirmary there where Tara is standing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then she says, I came because I was going to tell you something. I was looking for you, whatever. And so she's going to tell him about Oceanside eventually.
And I appreciate her torment on that.
Yeah, I
wanting
do
Yeah.
too. I do too, because Tara, I mean, even she, she still had that moral compass in her,
Mhm.
from way back when she was with the governor.
And that she's coming back now and finding out, that Denise is dead, and
Yeah.
so she's probably thinking, if I include these other people, how many of them are going to get killed?
Right.
Yeah.
My question is for anybody in there, why do you think that she gave away she didn't care about giving up the bracelet?
I think she just resolved herself to the fact that she knew she was going to tell Rick,
Yeah.
and that was just something that was a burden on her, and that's why she gave away the bracelet, because she was kind of releasing that burden.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think she
know.
gave it to Judas. So I mean, it was like
It was
family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then at the end, we see Rosita show up at Hilltop, and she finds Sasha. And Sasha says, I get to take the shot. That's her only term for going with Rosita to kill Negan. She wants to take the shot.
Well, I think
I
in
have to
right
say-
place. So,
Do what?
Melissa?
and I think rightfully so. I mean, she was
Yeah.
kind of the one with him at that point, and
Right.
There was
Yeah,
that badass
both.
walker in
It's
there
them
too when
both,
Rosita
like-
was going to the house and found that fake gun.
Yeah, and I actually had a shot of, but I didn't include her, and I'm sorry that I didn't include that woman from the trailer. I was a little hurried today, but
No,
I had-
that's fine. I was just a badass walker.
it was a very cool walker. It was very reminiscent of the whole melting thing. Was kind of reminiscent of the well walker, the bloating and the
yes.
melting and all of that.
Mhm.
And that trailer was located in Sonoy before they.
Yeah.
It wasn't there very long, and they removed it.
Right. Where did Eliza
It
go?
was
We
on-
lost her.
She said she'd be back. She had to take a call.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
So yeah. So can we just appreciate this for a second,
No.
no, the poll.
please?
The
Can we
poll.
just? Oof, mercy. God, I love that man. There's just something about him. Oh, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. That's what it is.
Mhm. We need
Okay.
a poster like that.
I really need to be supervised when I put these slides together. It's all
Yes,
I'm
you
saying.
do.
I do. It's terrible. I can't be held responsible.
So
None of us
Melissa,
can.
thoughts, more thoughts on your episode.
Mhm.
It was just kind of touching. To see them, like I said, I thought with Michonne, when she was standing there, she was just like thinking back to, wow, I've lost everything. She's went from Andrea, the boys that she lost, and her son, and then now she was going to lose Rick. So that would have been depressing to have lost
Mhm.
that many people. I like the fair. I mean, don't they have a tendency of going to fairs? They went to the Renaissance Fair deal with
Yeah.
Ross. So that's kind of weird. But
I think you bring up a good point, Melissa, when you talk about Michonne losing someone. Like, she lost her family, her son and her boyfriend, and then she lost Andrea, and she really never had a really big loss after that.
Right.
Nope.
I'd say she was very close to Herschel, though.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
hurt her for sure. You could see it in her face.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think he was a
family
big one.
wise, yeah.
Yeah.
But we really don't know too much about her background other than her boyfriend and the friend.
Yeah.
You know,
No. Not too
we got a lot of
much.
background stories from people, but we really don't know too much about hers
Mhm.
and who else
No.
was around her.
Other than the boyfriends and stuff. I mean, it was her boyfriend and her brother or friend.
Boyfriend and the boyfriend and the best friend.
That would
I
be a
wish they
good.
More of a
That would-
flashback when they were
Yeah.
at the camp where she lost him. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that would be a good, kind of flashback to what.
Hi,
happened.
Adam Barker.
Hey, Adam Barker.
He says, hi, sis.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting to see what happened at that little civilization that they had, and how their whole you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Might see it in the
And I
ones
also
who live.
wonder-
It might show a little flashback or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because people
I
are
also
being
wonder,
because there's
like,
that first view it, so they have to show a little background of that character.
Uh-huh. What were you gonna say, Boosh?
I also wonder, like, Michonne she kept wanting to go back. So I wonder if she just wanted to go back to the kids because she was real close with Judith and Carl and
Yeah.
I think she just wanted to go back because they knew that they had to get ready. I don't think it was so much like going back to any one particular child or person. I think it was go back because we've got to get ready to fight. This isn't over, and
yeah.
I think she was trying to redirect her emotions that she felt at that moment of almost losing Rick. And trying to
Right.
redirect, we got to go back, we got to get ready, we got to do this, we got to get ready, kind of just trying to push that emotional side of her down by focusing on the task at hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah. And don't they kind of consider this the engagement episode? As far as Rick and Michonne go, don't they kind of consider this the engagement episode where the two of them solidify their relationship and decide they're going to be mates or whatever?
Well, they consummated it.
Yeah, they did. Do I need to pull up another slide? Because I got
No.
A couple of times. I thought
Dang,
there was a different episode where they kind of, where they're laying in the bed and talking about it.
Because I know that she talks about it when they're eating the MREs. They're talking about how he needs to lead the world after Negan is taken care of. And he says to her, only if you're by my side or only if I can do it with you. That's the only way I could see doing it. So I guess I may have been getting this mixed up with another episode, but I think I could have sworn that this was kind of their,
That was a proposal.
Yeah.
Well, he
Do you
also
think-
says at the end of the episode, you got to, if something happens to me and I die, you got to go forward. You got to lead everyone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Do you think because-
go ahead, Bush.
Do you think because of the jail and everything that happened with that, do you think that that's why he didn't want to do it by himself? Because he was kind of leading that and he didn't really have too much, other than.
Yeah, we had that dictatorship era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's just having somebody by your side.
that's a good point. Mel.
And I think it's having
Yeah.
somebody by your
Well,
side,
hell, I got
you know, to have that person that you can go to and talk with and bounce things off of and lean on and prop up, you know. And he lost that
Yeah.
after Lori.
Yeah,
I
that
can
seemed to
get
happen a lot in this episode. Tara had Judith.
Yeah.
Rosita had Gabriel.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Right. You're right, Barb. Jennifer
That's-
says she wants a tales for Sasha and her brother, and I agree.
Yeah.
I would love to see a tales of Sasha and
Well,
Tyrese.
God, there's so many characters we would love to see what happened before.
No, I know.
I mean, even down to like Milton. I mean, that would be cool too.
I would like to see
Martina.
Milton. I'd like to see Milton like in his little house, you know, and sitting behind the computer and stuff and seeing all the stuff pop up on a screen about what's going on. And he's just like freaking out and shut in, you know?
mhm, mhm, mhm.
It's funny
Even
you all,
Eugene and his pickles.
Yeah.
it's funny you all say that. I was rewatching an episode with the governor and Andrea, and I never caught this before, but they're sitting there and she's like, "Oh, I think you're the kind of guy that would wax his car every weekend because you're proud of it." And he said, "I was never proud of my car, my job, or my home,"
Yeah.
which I thought was interesting because I want to know then how the governor became the governor.
Was before.
And I,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Happily
of them.
married. He had a desk job because that's what he told Rick too.
yeah, that he got a phone call that his wife had passed away. But it's
Yeah.
kind of sad that he wasn't proud of his home, his car,
Yeah.
or his job.
And then he became a badass character. Well, I guess Negan kind of did the same thing. He was like a laid back teacher,
Yeah.
and he wasn't a tough guy. And then this
Mhm.
world made him
Mhm.
tough.
Well, you know, and you see Negan's transition came, I think initially it was out of anger and vengeance for losing Lucille.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
The only person that I see who was a villain, who started being a villain way back when, was Alpha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was crazy from the get-go, you know.
Right. Yes.
That's true.
I would agree with that.
Very
And
true.
you know, Rick tried to do what Rick always did, which was be a sheriff and be to protect and to serve and to keep everybody safe. And you know,
Hmm.
Yeah.
do you have more thoughts of Rick for us?
I have all sorts of
Just
thoughts. of Rick.
She's cut off. She's cut off.
Where's that little gift that I send to you guys all the time of him in his red underwear?
Oh my God.
Oh.
I can't take that. After seeing that, I can't take it.
Oh, I bet you could.
Ah, nice. So I think
We have to
Barb,
get cardboard.
I know, right? So Barb, I think you have some questions.
Do I?
Yes,
I have
you do.
lots. I always have lots of questions.
How funny is that?
Yeah. We don't have a really big group in here today, so I'm going to do my best. But of course, we have to first talk about the lag. And after I read the question twice, you have 5 seconds to answer. And no, Melissa, you can't answer.
Nope.
And I have these Walker dog tags. So that's what's going to be the prize, and it has Walking Dead on the back. And we're going to try to get 3 different winners tonight. So if you win one, let's see if everybody else can get a chance. Ready? We're going to go all the way back to season 1. What is the number of Rick's hospital room? We want to know what the number of Rick's hospital room is.
69?
In the comments.
What's Dawn? Oh my gosh.
Everybody knows the number of Rick's hospital room.
Dawn,
Okay.
oh my gosh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're going to skip that question. We're not going to even tell you the answer. You have to Google it later on.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. What did Michonne do before the turn? or the fall or the apocalypse? Anybody in the comments? Y'all alive tonight? Come on. Michonne, what was she before the apocalypse? What, Dawn?
I said they're not used to us being on Thursdays.
I know.
No, Jennifer. Sorry.
Jennifer, that's what she was in the comics, baby. We're looking for what she was on the show.
Yep.
I said the same thing, Jennifer. Do 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 do.
What was Michonne before the turn? 5. We got some backup questions. 4.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody.
Yeah, I think we're kind of quiet tonight. We might have
Yeah.
to skip these. Let's try an easy one. Ready? What was the name of Michonne's boyfriend? We talked about him earlier.
And I think I may have even said his name.
You did.
I did.
You did.
Don't skip. I'm here with strong answers.
All right, Jennifer. What is the name of Michonne's boyfriend? Trivia might not be a hit tonight.
It might not be.
They're sleeping.
Yeah. Begins with a D. No, it does not. That actually was her son's name. No, that's Morgan's son's name. Dwayne, with a D. Those are my.
M.
Yeah, we'll give you that hint. It starts with an M.
I'll give you that much. No, it's not Sean.
Sean.
She's gonna start naming just a bunch of names. Well,
Ever trust Barb when she says that these questions are easy. Jennifer
She got
got it.
okay. So Jennifer, since you're the only one that answered tonight, do you want a Walker keychain or you want a Lori keychain? And that'll be the. So I got no more questions. They all failed.
They all failed you.
Yeah. So I'll get a hold of you, Jennifer. All right.
She said Walker, please.
Okay.
Nobody wants Lori.
I don't blame you. I was trying to give her away.
Shane did. Shane did.
Yep. All my
Yeah,
all
he did.
the
Shane did.
questions I got for tonight, guys. It is kind of quiet.
Jennifer finally got a right answer. That's all right,
Yes,
baby.
his name was Mike.
How funny.
So apparently we have like 140 days to camp. Super excited about that. Do we have anybody that's going to any other events before camp that they
We're going to
can tell us
Atlantic
about?
Look, yeah, you
Dawn's
goobers.
going to Atlanta.
I'm going to AtlantaCon.
I think I'm going to AtlantaCon.
And Dawn's got some breaking news too, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, cool. Look at that.
Breaking news.
With special
We need a little
correspondent
Walker
Dawn
in there.
Barker.
We need a little walker.
You're right. I should have put a walker on there. Oh, Jason said that they're doing AtlantaCon too. So that's
Cool.
awesome.
Yay.
All right. Breaking news with special correspondent Dawn Barker.
Okay.
All right.
So I was doing a little reading and some research on some of the spinoffs. And of course, you know, Rick's like, what, how many days away? But they said since they were going to make the movie and the movie budget was so high, this budget for this series of 6 episodes is the highest of any of the spinoffs. So the budget is $82.7 million for 6 episodes, which breaks down to $13 million an episode.
Good God and Greyhound.
So,
Wonder how much.
huh?
Wonder how much Andrew's getting paid.
Well, they are writers and the producers and stuff of the show, so they're probably getting a big chunk.
I'm googling.
So, to me, that's fantastic because if they're wasn't gonna do movies, at least they're putting the budget into the TV
Yeah.
show.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. Are you all
Right.
happy about that?
Absolutely. And the thing
Absolutely.
that I like about that the most is that we're just now coming off of the writer's strike and the actor's strike. And so what that tells me is that the writers are actually going to get some decent pay.
Right. Right.
You know?
And then the show's supposed to be the 25th of February. And we haven't heard any news from AMC Plus if we're going to see anything early. I know we got to see the Daryl Dixon a few hours earlier.
Yeah.
But nothing has been released yet on The Ones Who Live. So, and I'm going to move on to Dead City season 2. This is pushed to 2025 release. The filming is starting in March.
Oh.
So there is going to be 6 episodes, like the same, but that's all we're hearing. AMC did a teaser of all the shows they were releasing this year, and Dead City was not on it. It is pushed to next year. So I don't know if that will change in the future. That's just what we know right now. And then Daryl Dixon season 2. They are saying that they might wait till September to release that one because of the writer's strike and the actor's strike. Everything got pushed behind, and they don't want to release it soon after the Rick show because then there will be nothing in the whole fall or winter.
Right.
For
That
us
makes
to watch.
sense.
Yeah. Or it could be something they're filming in sequence. I don't know. That we're not supposed to see until we see certain episodes first.
That's what I think. I think that's a good point.
So,
Well, and we know that, yeah, exactly, because we know the last time we were in Georgia, Commonwealth is still up.
Hmm.
mhm.
Right.
So
Right.
if they are going to try to do that final reunion series, then you're probably right. You have to see certain things in a sequence
Mhm.
before everybody regroups.
And last episode of Fear, what was it? Dwight and Sherry said they were going to go back to the sanctuary.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I found it very interesting that Dead City was filming in March, but wasn't scheduled to be released this year.
Yeah. And they're going to be filming in Maine. Is that right?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Okay. So
Yeah.
up there in the upper part.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. The Fear MRAP is at the studio, Jason said.
So what is?
The Fear MRAP,
Oh,
the car
we need to go
truck
see
is
that.
at the studio, Jason.
The
Yeah.
studio in Sonoy or studio in
I don't know. He
Savannah.
said it's at the studio. So I'm assuming that he means the one in Sonoy. I'm not sure.
okay.
We know where we're going after Atlanticon.
Yes, please. Yeah, Jason said
Yes.
Sonoy.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Can we bring that to camp?
Sure.
MRAP, yeah. We'll loan it out to the actors so that they're gone for 6 to 8 hours, and
But if they would invite Maggie Grace, because I think she wanted to come, and then have the MRAP, we could do photo ops with her at the MRAP.
that would be cool.
Oh,
Yeah. So we've
Sure.
got
I'll be in the trunk. Angel.
Angel will be in the trunk. We got Atlanticon. What else we got coming up?
Days of the Dead is,
MegaCon is down here.
Yeah.
yeah, and Days of the Dead is in what, February or March? No, it's in January. It's in January.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 140 some odd days before the camp.
And then we have the other one in Tennessee, the one you posted, Eliza, with Chandler being there, and I think
Smoky
Kari's.
Mountain.
That's
Yeah, that's
Smoky
in
Mountain Fest.
Mhm.
August. Is that right? August?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Chandler, Kari, Chandler, and Cooper so far will be there.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to go to that one.
Man, we got to get Kari down here. If he can go to Kingsport, Tennessee, he can go to Sonoy
Thank
or
you.
Peachtree City.
Mhm.
Angel says she's excited to get all her hugs from you. So I think she's figured out how to get to the camp this year without her mom.
In the trunk.
Without mom.
Yes, without mom.
How funny is that?
Hey, Angel, we need to know. Barb asked a trivia question, and she wants to know what is the number of Rick's hospital room.
That's right. She was there in the gazebo.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's one of her favorite moments.
that's all on video too.
Yeah. She's got that on video. She thinks that's hysterical. It's funny when mom's wrong.
420. She got it.
20. That's right.
Wrong.
Wrong. Anyway.
Mm.
All right. Well,
I was going to do another little shout out for Mark Roberts. I don't know if anyone collects his dead cards, but he was talking maybe about doing a set of location cards. And if anyone would be interested, hit him up on his page and tell him, that way maybe we can get a set of location dead cards, which I think would be amazing.
I think it would be a great idea.
Yeah.
I would collect those.
Yes.
Maybe we should put a poll up on our public page and on our group page for him.
We can do that. Yeah. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
then Mark could tell if it would be something that people
That's
wanted.
fun.
Yes.
Right.
But I think that's a great idea.
Maybe we could
Especially
even see if we could share it over on the camp attendees page as well. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Very
I
cool.
love it.
Melissa, got any final thoughts? You're so quiet.
I know. I'm
Probably
always
tired.
quiet. Well, until I'm there, but
Always
Um,
quiet. I have never known our booze to be quiet. Ever.
no, thank you for having me on. And I love the show and I love going on the tours with the locations. So that is a good point to have the cards. I'm trying to collect the ones just with the different people. So to have locations, that would be even nice to have.
Yeah.
So, but yes, and I can't wait till camp.
Yeah.
Counting down.
Well, we are super proud of you, Booge, and everything that you've accomplished in the last few months. You have amazed us every day with your tales of what's been going on at the hospital and all the kids and stuff. And we're really
Yes.
sorry that Benny is not feeling good, and we hope that Benny gets better soon
Me
because
too.
we need to have him at 100%. So
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. It gets
Well.
hard with him just being, it's like, I know he's down there, but
yeah.
it's still hard.
And we will be
So-
back Monday night. We'll be back on our regular schedule Monday night with Rachel Burt and
Yay!
makeups.
If you guys don't know who Rachel Burt is, you should.
If you saw Elvis at the camp last year, it was courtesy of Rachel.
That
Yeah.
was amazing.
Rachel is a fantastic makeup artist, and she's done some pretty cool stuff this year. And we're excited to hear about all of that she's accomplished. And she's just an all-around cool chick. So,
Yes.
Yes.
we dig Rachel.
We do. And we love you guys.
Yes.
All right.
Love you guys and can't wait.
Yes, camp is coming soon, Booge.
Yes. And we want to thank our Patreons and financial supporters, Destiny Larmore, Terry and Kay Collier, Sandy Morrison, Ben and Melissa Gilbert, Pamela Blythe, Dustin Baker, Marianne Craig, and Tracy Killen Stokes. And a very special thank you to Oscar and Casey.
What happened to their picture?
I don't know, it's gone, but I will
Uh-oh.
fix that. We will have it fixed for next week for sure.
It's invisible.
It's
The MIA.
It's invisible.
And
Because they're
I'd like to
everywhere.
also,
They're,
if you like
they're
to
everywhere.
consider being a Patreon, you could be a Patreon. We're doing some really cool stuff for the Patreons for birthdays this year. So, and you can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. And we also have our very own merchandise.
And why do people want to be a Patreon, Dawn?
Because it's part of the TWD family and we get to give back. And that's the number one reason is giving back to you all and the community, because without all of you, we wouldn't have this.
And the Relishing the Dead is planning a special event at the camp and it'll be held Friday night during the pool party, and part of our giving back will occur then.
Yes. And that's going to be a
Awesome.
biggie. So it's
Some
going to be
Yes.
super cool stuff.
yeah. So be watching.
Absolutely. All
And
right.
Lisa's got some really cool guests in the wing too coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like Dawn said, I sound like the camp. I have alphas out. I've got alphas.
He's got offers.
I've got alphas on the table. Yeah. We've got Rachel coming. We have Amber Dawn Fox coming this month. We have Stacy Crowder and David Hahn, who were prisoners were with the Saviors at Sanctuary. We will have artist Matthew Atchley, at the end of the month. We're working to confirm Sabrina, and I will screw her last name up, Gennarino, who played Tamil at the Heaps for February 5th. And we've got some offers out for some other big ones, and hopefully we can get those added. And I think we're also having Mick Grimes, Michael Wilson is going to be on the Monday before
February
Rick
12th.
returns. Yeah, Rick returns.
Oh, Mick Daddy.
Mick
Yeah.
Daddy in the house.
Mick
Yep.
Daddy.
Don't care.
Love
Where's
us some
Rick?
Mick Daddy.
Yeah. We
Don't
love
care
our Mick
where's Rick.
Grimes.
Yes. And I have recruited my daughter Angel for the camp. She will be the chick with the purple hair. If you guys want some dead cards for our podcast, she will be handing some out. So if you guys are looking if you're a collector of the dead cards, or if you just want information on our podcast, just look for the chick with the purple hair. She'll be the one who has them. So
Or really big hula hoops.
Boom,
Yeah.
shakalaka, boom shaka.
That's my favorite.
that's funny. I love that. All right.
Love you guys.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you,
Bye.
Booge.
Thank
We
you.
love you, Booge.
Love
Go
you
check
guys.
on Benny.
I'm going to.
Yeah, go check out
Feel better,
Benny.
Ben.
See y'all later.
Kisses for Ben.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.